I'm trying to be able to be heard on the camera, on the phone, the audio, Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Alright, so today we're gonna get a little bit personal. I guess, brainstorming. I don't know. I mean, makeup ideas come to me just randomly. And I was thinking, I was like, I don't even know, like, what made me think of this, but I was like, there's some products, I was like, I wanted to do that. I remember, I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh, I could do like a makeup I bought just for the packaging. And then I was thinking, wait, let's take this back and let's do makeup that I have bought that has better packaging than what's inside. So today we're going to be talking about products that have beautiful, stunning, aesthetically pleasing packaging, but poor performing formulas. Or formulas that are just a little underwhelming or aren't my thing. Obviously, this is just my opinion. All y'all don't need to be freaking out down below in the comments. We all have opinions. No need to just be all like, eh. So, the first thing that came to mind isn't necessarily a totally like crappy formula. It's just a formula that I find a wee bit underwhelming, but the packaging is absolutely stunning. This is the Smashbox Plus Vlada Petal Metal Highlighter. And y'all, when this packaging was teased and this stuff came out, I've seen people in collections and declutters be like, well, I can't get rid of it cause that packaging though. And I'm honestly kind of the same way. It's not that it's a bad highlighter, it's just that it's kind of okay. And I feel like when you've got packaging that is literally like this stunning and then you kind of go into it and you're like, oh my God, it's got that in, but oh, looky there. And then you have a highlighter that is more and less cha-cha-cha-cha. So this wasn't something that was like totally a terrible formula, but just the presentation I feel really outshines just the product on a whole. We might as well get highlighters out of the way. Here is an offender from Kat Von D. Her 10th year anniversary Metal Crush highlighter. This packaging is absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous. It's the 10 year. And then you open it up and you get a nasty, chunky, glittery mess of, I guess, highlighter? Y'all, you guys know this formula sucks. I've talked trash about this product so many times. It's just this it's like greasy, but it's chalky and it's just a faint little of glitter. And it's not glitter in a good way where it stays on your face like the Jeffree Star Supreme Frost or the Ciate London Glow 2 highlighters. It's glitter that's just everywhere in the atmosphere except on your cheekies. This was no good, but the packaging is beautiful. The aesthetic and everything in 10 year, just the product inside. I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know what she's been thinking for like a year. Then we have two highlighter offenders from Too Faced. The first of which is their Love Light Prismatic highlighter. Y'all, this ain't prismatic. This ain't just, I mean, the packaging, you guys know that the little heart, I mean, basically they were like, hey, we're coming out with highlighters in this heart-shaped packaging, and everyone was like, shut up and take my money. And obviously I was one of those people. I have all three. They're not my favorite highlighter formula at all, but why do I keep them? Because they're so cute and they look good in pictures, and I paid $90 for all three of them. But these are just, I mean, Too Faced keeps promising us, I mean, like, prismatic. These are more like, I don't know, problematic. They don't pick up well on a brush. They don't look amazing on the skin. And they're conducive to hard pan. And I understand that they're that baked gelée formula, but I mean, baked gelée or powder, I mean, come on, y'all. You can make something better than this. It's just not my thing at all. It is cute, it is adorable, but it's just not. And then we got got something a little bit more up my alley. Here's a Too Faced. The box is somewhere in a box somewhere in my area of living. So I think this is just like the diamond or diamond gold or chocolate diamond or something. I said, the packaging, the present, this comes in a present. It doesn't just come in like a card, but it comes in a presentation box. Like if someone were to be like, asking me to marry him, I mean, this is, I would be like, yes, of course, even though I'm already married. But the problem I have with this, once again, kind of like the Smashbox one, it's not that it's bad. It's that it's inconsistent. Like, it's pretty. You got it going on there, and it's all kind of like swirled and marbleized and crap, and so you focus it one way or you focus it another way, and that's kind of okay, but my problem is, like, I'll use it once and I'll be like, yes, this highlighter is everything. And then I'll use it another time and I'll be like, well, this sucks. So I don't know if it's me, I don't know how to do makeup or what, but like this it's not consistent. Like, I can't pull this highlighter out and be like, yes, I know exactly what I'm getting. I don't. It's a total crapshoot with this thing. But it's pretty and it looks nice and I paid my money, so it stays in my collection looking at me up like this. Might as well get Too Faced out of the way. It's Too Faced is such an offender because their packaging is always on point. Like, they have got some creative freaking genius in their packaging department. Like, he's locked down there and he's just amazing, but their formula people, not so much. So let's talk about the Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. The packaging is adorable. There's really not too much you can do with a foundation bottle, but I feel like the color scheme, the ombre, the gold, and just how it's laid out is very aesthetically pleasing. Which is one of the things that drew me to this horrible thing. This foundation sucks on so many levels. There ain't no way this stuff is lasting 14 hours. It's like matte, I guess, but the problem I had with this, I'll stop yelling at y'all. I know some of y'all are like, why are you yelling at me? I'm not yelling. I just get very passionate. I'm trying to be able to be heard on the camera, on the phone, the audio, the microphone on my phone, and I also have nieces and nephews upstairs that I have to be louder than. The problem I have with this is the fact that no matter the primer, no matter the way I try to apply it, I'll be like, okay, here's the first layer. It's kind of all right. Not really full coverage. So I go in with a second layer, and what happens? It slides around my face. It will not, for the life of me. I could put glue on my nose and this foundation would not stay. It's just, I don't get it. It's just awful. And I've got this. I lost my stupid receipt. No, I bought this off the Too Faced website. That's the thing. And I didn't want to deal with like shipping this crap back to get my money back, because it's just that. And so it just sits there being an absolutely horrible thing. The last but not least from Too Faced, another peach product. This is the Too Faced White Peach Palette. This packaging, I think it is more beautiful than the Peachy Mattes one, which is an amazing palette. I need to pull that bad boy out. Like this video if you want to see me do a shop my stash. But it is this beautiful, soft, purple lavender periwinkle with the ombre and then the peach going with the purple, and you open it up and you're like, ooh, look at that. And then you try to put this thing on your eyelids and reality comes crashing down like a ton of bricks. Y'all, this thing is awful. If any of you haven't seen my review, I will leave it down below. It smells amazing. I mean, Too Faced, their packaging people and their smelly formula people are great. They're bomb. But then just the practical formula, no. This is not the same matte formula as the peachy mattes. And then kind of what this palette had going for it was the fact that it had shimmers in it. It wasn't all matte. You got like 1, 2, 3, and then this stupid glitter infused shade. And you're like, all right, that shimmer formula, that Too Faced doesn't know how to do a good shimmer formula that's consistent. They're like, it's like every time they make a new palette that has shimmers in it, they're like, all right, we're going to try something new this time. Maybe it'll work. And 9 times out of 10, it don't work. This just was so subpar. The only reason I keep it is because it's beautiful, looks great for pictures, Instagram, and because I'm kind of addicted to owning the peach things, but not so addicted that I'm gonna spend my money on those like sweet peach cream blushes that have been showing up at Marshall's, TJ Maxx, and Ross. Those are something that have way better packaging than a formula, and the packaging on those is amazing, but I know they're a horrible formula and they're a cream, and I mean, at least I have enough self-will not to do that. Next up is from Urban Decay, who is also, I feel, one of those brands that usually has like really nice or really well thought out packaging, but this is their Moondust palette. This palette is, I have mixed feelings about it. Now, when this first hit the market, like, oh my lord, like 3-4 years ago, I'm so old. When this first hit the market, people were like, ooh, oh yes, ooh, look at that look. And then they realized what they were getting was kind of like a shimmery, like shiny kind of color with glittery top coatiness. And I know some people, they swear by these. They swear that they're so beautiful. They're great for topping off and doing whatever. I will occasionally pull this out, and if I'm wearing a black lipstick and I need a little dimension, we're going to go for one of these. You know, if I want something that's going to help, you know, I sometimes reach for this. But on a whole, I mean, this really is one of those like, well, in conjunction with another palette. And the formula isn't something that is like universally accessible. I feel like there is a learning curve with this. And when you've got that learning curve for people who, you know, are just getting into makeup, who aren't as fancy as other people, they're going to be really disappointed when this doesn't work for them. So it's kind of a different theme here, you know, inconsistency rather than just being a bad formula. It's a formula that's not easy to comprehend. And a formula that's just bad, that's very, very easy to comprehend, and I comprehend that it sucks. Y'all would have seen my roast on this bad boy, the L'Homme Crime XL2. This packaging, it gets me. I love it. The green hair, the peach, the everything, I am so down. You guys know that with this, it was just so disappointing. Especially considering the fact that they had their original Venus XL, and I love that formula. The mattes are like just the right amount of pigmented. They blend beautifully. The shimmers are soft, but they're still very bright and whatever. This palette was just total crap. I mean, looking, the desaturation aside, the mattes were not the same formula. They had like no pigmentation. They did not blend well. What did blend simply muddied out. And the shimmers were just, like a lot of them were just chunkier and didn't adhere well. Like you just had to put so much more work into this formula than should be necessary, especially considering the fact that it's a palette that's coming off the heels of one that was really good. And then talking about palettes and formulas coming off the heels of something good, Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. I love this. This was perfect. This was summer of last year. You got the bright orange and the popsicle thing going on. You've got the like shiny whatever drops. You open it up. It looks like all kinds of fun in the sun. And he promised us that this was going to be like same as whatever. Although he did say that he was trying something new with this. I hope he never uses these again. Especially 1, 2, 3. Those ones, they are a crumbly, nasty, terrible mess. They do not adhere to the lid, and they even, to a certain degree, start to eat away your eyeshadow. And eyelash glue. I remember that I could not put on false lashes with these shimmers on here because it just ate the glue. And although the mattes aren't like super, there's like some fading up on that one. It looks different in the middle. But overall, the mattes just weren't very good. And it's just like super hideously underwhelming. And you're just like, come on, people. I mean, I'm not an eyeshadow maker. I'm not a makeup maker. But like, when you are a company that you're a makeup company, how hard can it be to get it right, especially when you've gotten it right in the past? But that is enough of me just sitting here going off and squawking my whatever. Definitely let me know what you guys think about the products I talked about. Let me know something that you think where the packaging is the main focal point of a product and the formula was just kind of like, very much backstage. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and as always, keep it real. Mwah!